The UK is in massive trouble. Well, tell me the words, Russell.
In Britain, they're trying to ban fun pubs.
Well, it's true.
Could ban customers from talking about topics such as transgender.
What? Labour's pub ban a crackdown. Landlords could ban drinkers from talking about controversial topics at the bar. Workers at that bar, workers think are offensive. Yeah, I'll get it. Shit, I almost forgot. What's this? What the fuck is this shit? What have you brought me today, you fucking Russell, you legend? Landlords could ban drinkers from talking about controversial topics that bar workers think are offensive. What the fuck are we doing? What the fuck is this?
Rights if
It's
landlords
disappointing,
think they're
bro.
harassing staff under Labour's new workers' rights chart. I mean, even something that sounds good, like a workers' rights.
That sounds good, but why are they gonna abuse it by what? Who determines? Who determines what these hate or controversial topics are? Who determines? This is where it gets sticky. Who decides what is hate speech or what is... What? This is bullshit, my boys. I'm warning you, this is bullshit. This one here. This is some sort of bullshit.
Being used to control free speech and even fun.
100%. Yeah.
The proposed legislation, which is expected to come into force next year, puts a duty on employers to prevent workers from being harassed by third parties, such as customers. They're legitimising control. It's another one of those...
Shifting the power. It's a shifting of power, ladies and gentlemen. We're seeing it. We're watching it live. Here it is. Slowly, this is how it happens. Totalitarianism. I probably butchered that word. Totalitarianism. Fucking hate that. Or even corporalism. a corptocracy. Nah, even them, they don't happen overnight. They slowly, little but crucial little laws being changed. Just like the sheep on the field thinking that they're free, yet they're being herded slowly but surely to the pens. And you know what happens in the pens? Oh, there's no freedom here. There's a gate. Yeah. They butcher you. They shear you. So, you better run away from the pact and become a stray-free sheep, you bastard. You're better off. If you keep going this way you're going, with the masses, you're going to end up in the pin. And you're going to go, before you fucking know it, you can't. You're going to look around and go, I'm fucked. And it's happening.
Equations, a little like Julian Assange's the function of government is to take public money and put it in private hands.
This is what's happening. This is what's happening. Look at the inheritance tax on the farmers. Are we gonna allow this? I don't think it's gonna fly too long, man. I don't know, bro.
The goal is to use Afghanistan to wash money out of the tax bases of the United States, out of the tax bases of European countries, through Afghanistan and back into the hands of a transnational security elite.
And he uses war as a primary example of that. And after we've discussed earlier today the $6 billion inadvertent Ukrainian war payment, it's pretty difficult to deny that because that $6 billion is your money. You could have said, oh, should we spend that on schools? Should we spend that on increasing the payments, for example, of government workers? That's one of the things you could have voted on, but no, because that system doesn't exist. Quite deliberately. Now, even when something like workers' rights is discussed, really what's being created is the opportunity to control free speech, to control...
And that's always how they do it. You always got to be very suspicious with these new fucking policies that have, glittery names. You got to look beyond the fucking surface. You're going to realize, oh shit, this has been put in place to subjugate me. This has been put in place to easily control me. Yeah, and they can easily shut that door. And then you're fucking fucked. You know, this is not how it's meant to be. This is not how it's meant to be. We're slowly getting more and more locked, till even people are getting arrested for Facebook posts and stuff like that. It's outrageous in the UK right now with this hate speech and this crackdown on freedom. It's really fucking weird.
Control free communication.
Pardon me. And that's what the conspiracy theory is with America and TikTok, is that they didn't want alternative news, and TikTok used to it's predominantly used by younger people, but they used to get news, true unfiltered news on there. So there's a conspiracy that's the real reason. It's not Chinese spyware or whatever. If so, then they would recall every Chinese company and every Chinese equipment, electrical equipment. You know, they would recall all of that. It's only TikTok. It's really fucking strange. If you really look, then you begin to see.
We're here to help you. To believe in any of it, you have to believe in the virtue of the organisation.
Yeah.
Do you, let me know in the comments and chat, believe in the virtue of the British government? Is there
No. Be honest. No.
anything about stories that are going on in the UK at the moment that cause you...
I have faith. I have faith and I have hope in the humans in them positions, in the human. I speak to the human in them. That's where my hope lies. That's where it lies. It lies there, not under the machine. Because in hope, you can't change a machine. You cannot change the whole system. It's impossible. It's been there for years. This is what it's designed to do. But I appeal to the people within it, because the machine can't just run. It's the people within it. It's the minds within it. And I appeal to the human in them. I appeal to that light within them. As smothered as it is with greed and darkness, there's still a little twinkle of light in there. They're human in the end of the day. And as I've said before, I have that view that humans are inherently good creatures. In the grand scheme of things, I feel like human is good. It's not bad. The good outweighs the bad with humans, I feel. I feel like we're sick as well. Like we're like awesome. We do awesome shit. We as well, whether you believe in God or not, I believe that there's a God, but we follow in the steps of the Creator. We create like the Creator. It's a beautiful thing to experience the human, to be living the human experience. I think it's a beautiful thing. And any turmoil, we've done it. That's the power that we have. And like now we might be feeling the human turmoil it is because there's actually never been world peace or anything like that we know. No world hunger, you know. Everyone's all right. We can. There always has to be a problem. We're not advanced there yet. We're not there yet. But I feel like inherently we are good. So that's where my hope is. Wow, what a yap session.
To question the virtue, the principles, the morality and the ethics of the current British government. And in a way, it's not even their fault, because how could they possibly behave virtuously, controlled as they are by the interests that ultimately control them, whether those are bureaucratic...
Corporations, Lockheed Martin, BlackRock. Follow the paper.
He's like the still influential EU, UN, NATO, WEF, IMF, World Bank, all of these extraordinary institutions that exert more power than they ever ought over a country that should be run by you. You pay for it. It's your country. It's run using your labour, the sweat of your back, your lifeblood, the deaths of your ancestors in various wars. None of that matters to them. Now what they're deciding that they care about is conversations in pubs. Does that seem likely? Let me know in the comments and chat.
You see what I'm saying? Proper bullshit. This is the focus.
All of a sudden, they don't want people's feelings being hurt. Do you believe them? Do you trust them? Do you give them that authority? I would say no. Don't grant them that authority. Because
I revoke your presumed right.
kindness, we can do that ourselves. Be kind to people. Be loving to one another. We can do that, can't we? We'll slip up, we'll make mistakes, we'll make it.
That's the key, because you know you feel good when you do it as well. When you're nice to a person, you feel good. When you see their smile or whatever, you feel good. There's like no denying that. That's why we should always be pursuing that, because it makes you feel good. We've got to do something that gives you a little buzz inside. Do it at least every day. Every single day have that little feeling, because and eventually always be doing that, because that's great. Imagine where you'd be if that's always what you're doing. You'd be somewhere else. You'd be somewhere else in your mind. Always remember, existence is how you perceive it. We could be living in hell, but someone else could be perceiving that as a heaven. This is what it's about. It's all the way that you view a thing. But we're all in this together. empathy. That's what we've got to be. We've got to be nice to each other. And that's it. Simple.
errors,
It's as simple as that, but hard.
and then we'll be forgiven if we repent. But giving all that stuff to the United Kingdom, man. Pfft. The Equality and Human... This could prove difficult for employers to enforce. Yeah, you bet. The Equality and Human Rights Commission, EHRC, has warned when it applies to more philosophical debates in venues like pubs. The Equality and Human Rights Commission has warned that it could curtail freedom of expression and applied to overheard conversations. Excuse me, I overheard that person and I don't like what I overheard.
Fucking bullshit. What sort of shit is that?
Well, what are the ethics of listening to other people's conversations? Is that an ethical dominion or realm?
Bro. This is going to get out of hand. This is going to get out of hand. Do the thought experiment. Push it. Push it a little further. Okay, you can't listen into conversation. Thought police.
That you want to
It's going to lead to thought police. You can't even think a thing.
discuss? Yeah, thinking about it. Yeah, I'm the guilty party.
1984. George Orwell was right.
Go then. If staff hear punters, that's what we say in the UK for people using a facility,
No, we call them canters.
discussing religious views, transgender rights or women's rights in a contentious manner, customers could be handed a ban. What they're looking for is opportunities to legitimise control. And the best way to do that is not to tell people overtly, explicitly and upfront, we're trying to control you.
Of
it's
course
better
not.
to say, we're trying to help you and we're trying to protect.
It's for your own good. This is for your own good. We know better. That's what this is.
You, or we're trying to help this vulnerable group, then they can legitimise their crazy, mad efforts to control every aspect of human life. But that's just what I think. Why don't you let me know what you think in the comments and chat? Remember, if you get Rumble Premium, then you get more content and you get no ads. And surely that's a good...
We don't need more clamps to freedom of speech, mate. We don't need no bullshit about hate speech. People getting arrested for posting shit. We don't need that. That is not going to work. Because it's ridiculous. Who decides? It all falls apart. It all falls apart when you ask that question. All right then. Well then, who decides what hate is then? It's sticky. Which agenda is behind it? Yeah, we go further. Which corporation? How much should you get paid? Boom. How much should you get paid to enforce this? Be honest with yourself. Be honest now. Be honest. You'll burn. You burn by your own hand. It'll come back and get you. Be careful. When exposing a crime is treated as committing a crime, you are being ruled by criminals. Edward Snowden. That's going in chat so I don't forget that. That's 10 out of 10. That's going in the title. That's going in the title. Yeah. That's it. That's it. We've become revolutionaries, boys. See, just like that. See how quick it happens. Oh, suddenly we're revolutionaries. Oh, how did that happen? I don't know. I was watching Russell Brand and then suddenly...
Good thing. 1775...
I know, then this will be an advert. All right, cool. What's this? Emma, let's go.